Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Vancouver Island Bushcraft. So I got a little bit of a show and tell for you today. I was going to go to the bivouac last week, but I decided to do a barbecue with my wife at the park, so didn't go. So you guys don't get to see another trip at the bivouac, or tent trip or whatever. But I want to show you a couple of things that I have that I've been acquiring for the last little bit, and we'll go from there. So the first thing I want to show you, for those of you who have an SKS rifle, and a lot of people have them, of course, because they're really inexpensive. I think like $250 for the rifle. I found this product for the SKS, and it is a scope mount. Check this out. It literally just, this piece here is actually all one piece, and you get it at AliExpress for 20 bucks, and it just fits on there. And you put the scope on there, obviously, and you've got yourself now a scoped rifle. And what's nice is that there's a hole right here, and you don't have to use the scope. You can use the existing sights if you want to. You just look in there. Of course, you can do the sight thing. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. One note though, they're generic, and they're for the Russian and Chinese SKSs, and there's a little bit of grinding or filing that needs to get done so that they fit properly. So there's a little bit of work involved to get them done properly, but for 20 bucks I thought, why not? So now I have a scope for the SKS, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, over here, this can. Remember I was doing those burns on those smaller cans with the cardboard stuff? They looked like this here. These cans here. You guys remember that? And then there was a cardboard around them. Well, I thought, why not use a soup can and just cut the cover off, not quite all the way, and then just use an entire roll of jute twine. So you get these at the dollar store, and it just fits in here perfectly. And then you fill it full of wax. Now I've used this once, and it worked all night. I actually forgot to turn it out, put it out, and it was still running in the morning. So I don't know how much is left. I'm just going to fill it up with wax again. But I thought it's a nice, simple way of doing it. There's no effort. Whereas before, the cardboard, you have to cut the cardboard and fit it in and do all this stuff. This one here, you just basically take the whole roll of jute twine, stuff it in, and then just pour wax on it. Nice and simple. And then when I was storing it, I just had this closed with a little piece of Gorilla Tape, and it keeps it closed and keeps the soot out of your bag. So I thought that was actually pretty nifty. Now, you guys have all seen these tabs. I get the AliExpress to like $5 for like 30 or 40 of these tabs. And they're those towels. Everybody's seen these towels, I'm sure. I'm gonna put you down. Everybody's seen these towels. You put water in them, they expand. And I didn't want to use these. I actually saw these on one of the other channels, but I never wanted to use them because I don't use wet towelettes. But I just decided one day just to kind of do this and pry it open kind of idea, just to see if I could actually have a dry piece of cloth. And the thing is, they don't break. It just takes a couple of seconds. They're dry, so they don't open as easy as they would, but they're really small to start off with. And of course you have the cloth, and now you have a dry piece of cloth or toilet paper. I don't like using wet toilet paper. People were suggesting you use these as a toilet paper, but I like dry toilet paper. So one of these, and it's dry, it's solid, and you don't need to wet it to open it up. It just takes a little more effort. I don't know if any of you guys realize that you don't need to wet these things, and they're so cheap. Like they're like 5 cents a piece on AliExpress or something like that. It's crazy how inexpensive these things are. Super shelters. My last time I went out, I did the shelter. You saw the tent, and it had the open front. Well, you guys have all you guys that are into bushcraft know what a super shelter is, right? It's that plastic in the front. You put the fire in the front of the tent, and it creates a warm environment. Even at minus 10, 20 degrees, you can still survive. Well, there's a company out there that actually makes these super shelters, and it's that. This is the product here. It's that same survival blanket stuff. It's about 3 times the size, but it literally is a tent with a zippered front, and it's clear on the top, and it comes with the entire thing. It's an entire super shelter, and it comes with the stakes and the rope and stuff. And it was about, I think it was $30. But as emergency shelters go, this would be the epitome of perfect, because it's big enough for me to fit in. And they say it's for a one-time use, like 72-hour kind of thing. I wouldn't reuse this, but I think that this is definitely a major alternative to anything when you're out there. If it's really, really cold, get yourself a fire that's 4 feet long, put it in front of this, make sure it's far enough away it doesn't catch fire, obviously, and you've got a heated tent that you can survive in easily overnight if there's an emergency. So it's called Super Shelter, Pocket Super Shelter, and it's www.pocketsupershelter.com, and take a look at the video. It's really cool. I think it's a great product to have. Okay, so last but not least, Bushcraft chairs. You know the chairs that you have, it's on a piece of wood, and you put the cloth on with the piece of wood on the bottom there, and you have a Bushcraft chair. Well, I've been thinking about these Bushcraft chairs, and I'm thinking, how can I make this really, really simple? I'm going to be making one of these next time I go into the bush, but I want to show you what I decided to do. I went on AliExpress again, and I bought a $10 hammock. Okay, a $10 hammock. So this is a $10 hammock here. And, of course, the hammock on both ends has the loop thing, right? So I was thinking, why not have it so that both of them are at top? So now you can hook this onto the tree, and then have the wood inside here, and then you have your Bushcraft chair with no work whatsoever. There's no cutting, there's no nothing, and it's a $10 hammock. And of course it can handle the weight because it's a hammock. You just hook this up to the tree, put the pieces of wood on there, the Bushcraft chairs, and I'll go through it. I'll actually do the whole thing when I go. But I thought it was a really easy way of doing a Bushcraft chair and not having to do any cuts on cloth or anything like that. It's just a really easy method of making that particular chair. So that was a few things I just wanted to show you guys. I haven't been doing a lot of videos for the last couple of weeks. I've been doing renos. We're doing our whole house. We're doing renos and stuff. So on the Sundays, instead of going out doing Bushcraft, I have to do renos. So I've kind of been slacking a little bit on the videos. But I like to do these kind of videos because I'm here at home while I'm working, and I can still contribute to the YouTube channel and show you guys some pretty cool stuff, I think. So thank you very much for joining me here at Vancouver Island Bushcraft. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Share and like, and you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you next time.